everybody. What is your word of the year? Before you start asking me questions.
That's a good one.
Word of the year.
Word of the year, yes. What is your word of the year?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Mine's luminary. So,
luminary.
yeah.
Why luminary?
Google it and you'll find out why.
Okay. Speaking of all that, you have shown so much more of yourself and who you are as a person, and you've really kind of opened yourself up to talking about things like, financial literacy and things like that. Just what's it been like for you? What's led you to kind of do that, and what's that been like for you to kind of have a little bit of a deeper connection with fans on that level?
I think it's just an opportunity, understanding who I am. I am a natural introvert, but it's okay to get out of your box every now and then. And Twitter's really allowed me to do that. And my wife does more of the Instagram, social, seeing our inner lives through her page, and I think that's great. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I think it does allow folks to see what it is to live in my shoes for a glimpse of time. But more so, I think it's about relationships and creating relationships and being able to pay it forward. And that's kind of goes into that my word of the year.
Thanks.
Ndamukong, there's, everybody has a perception, right?
Mhm.
You're a football fan. People have perceptions of you early in your career. Outplay them, outlive them, whatever. Right?
Yep.
Antonio Brown's another guy that people have a lot of perceptions about. None of us really know what transpires in your guys' lives off the field.
Yeah.
Just speak to just how hard it is to, sort of live in that fishbowl where, there's other things going on that we may or may not ever know.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult, especially when you have everybody, no matter who you are, man, woman, throughout your life, you have trials and tribulations. Unfortunately, as athletes, as professionals, ours are put on front stage, and that comes with the territory of the business that we're in. And some people understand it. Some people don't have a great crew around them, of people to help them and guide them through those different things. I think for my personal self, and when I had my trials and tribulations, I had good people, strong family, things of that nature that helped me through those different pieces. And the only thing I would wish for AB in talking about that topic, and I'm assuming that's what you're getting at, is that I just wish him the best, and really being able to, if you need something, I'm happy to help you, tell you how I got through my stuff. At the same time, really you just got to make sure you focus on yourself and take care of yourself at this point in time, and go from there.
Now, is that really the feeling? It seems like everybody on the team is genuinely, thinking about AB's best interest, despite the fact that it does hurt you guys on the field of not having him around. It's just, what is that relationship like with you guys in the locker room with AB that makes that so prevalent?
So I wasn't super close with AB, but I've known him throughout my entire career. We both came in the league at the same year. So we've had tons of encounterments with each other, whether it's at Nike, obviously now on the same team. So when it comes to the playing side of things, injuries happen. So we're looking at this from an injury perspective, and really the next man needs to be up and step up in that particular role. Happened earlier in this year to a multitude of different players, let alone AB himself. So when we look at it from that standpoint, we'll move forward from football in that manner. When it comes to the personal side of things, I think everybody has compassion and has true hearts to understand that something's going on, something needs to be taken care of on a personal level, and we're here to help you, but you have to want the help at the same time as well.
Rick referred to kind of living life in the fishbowl.
Mhm.
What do you want people to know about kind of what it is you guys go through? Those of you that do kind of live in that fishbowl, where you do kind of face constant scrutiny, and people do have preconceived notions about who you are. Maybe those aren't always accurate.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is take an unbiased look at people and do the homework and take the time to get to know somebody, ask them a question, reach out to them, and then you take your opinion based on those reactions and those things that come back to you. Just don't take and make an opinion of somebody because you saw something, you read something, because you absolutely don't know what transpired and what actually took place. So if you can look at people from a lens of an unbiased, I think then you make your decision from that standpoint and go from off of experiences.
What do you think the defense is going to have to do? Last week, start any game against the Jets and be ready for what's coming up again?
Yeah, I think defensively we have a tough task ahead of us. I think we've lacked in tremendously when it comes to our run game. something that we pride ourselves in, and we haven't prided ourselves enough to really hone into the details. Teams, this is a copycat league, and teams are finding ways to repeat plays against us, and we have not stopped them. And so this is going to be a big test for us going against a team that wants to run the ball, and they made it a point to do that against the New Orleans Saints. And we didn't accomplish our particular goal in stopping the run when we played against the Jets. So ultimately, it's about stopping the run and then transitioning from that standpoint.
What do you think the key reason was for you guys maybe not stopping the run? Coach Arians said he thought maybe it was just guys were getting out of their gaps because they were trying to do too much. What did you see from your vantage point?
I think it's a multitude of things, but I think what it comes down to as our defense is we looked at the film today, this morning. Obviously, we've looked at it in previous days before. We've installed, and now it's about going out there and execution. Really, when it comes down to us, when we execute, we play at a very, very high level. We play fast and right where we need to be at all particular times. So when it comes down to what we need to do, it's pure execution at the end of the day.
Also, along those lines, this was a team that you guys were favored to beat by like 10 plus points.
Mhm.
Same with Washington. Same with when the Saints came here. Do you think at any point in time this team maybe has a problem with kind of playing down to certain opponents that maybe they're expected to beat by a lot?
No, I believe it's any given Sunday in this league. And I believe each and every single team has great elite athletes, and they want to amplify them. And I think when we look at a team like Carolina, they're trying to figure out what they want to be as a particular offense. We saw a lot of different things, whether it was Cam playing, whether it was Sam playing. They had some tricks. Same thing with the Jets. They had tricks. They had things up their sleeves that they wanted to run against us. And for lack of better words, they had nothing to lose, and they want to execute and find ways that they can prepare for the next season or the things that they want to do for their particular team. So we need to be aware of those things. We need to adjust and adapt, and that's what a great defense does. And we found ways to do that in the past, and I think we'll find ways to do that in the future.
How do you feel like you guys have handled adversity throughout the year? I feel like this year, every which week, maybe it was injuries for the longest time. You guys have really figured out a way to still be very successful and win the division.
Yeah, no question. We've definitely found ways, and I think our coaches do an amazing job of putting great game plans together. In addition to understanding the guys in their particular roles and when they need to step up and when they're going to be called on. And so, as long as we stay on that particular route and roll with the punches, and then find ways to exceed them, I think we'll be perfectly fine and be where we want to be.
I don't know how you felt about a 17th game. Here you are. I can't imagine it's something that everybody embraced, but your union went for it. So when will you feel it? Down the road or already?
Year 12, game 17 coming up. It feels good, honestly. I've been very, very lucky. I've got a great team that I work with, from naturopath to physical therapist to my performance director. So we put a great plan together, and it's been executed, and I'm ready to go. So we'll go from there.
You sleeping much? I mean, the twins, it's hard, right?
Sleep is a little bit different. My wife is a rock star, to say the least. She definitely allows me to take care of my body and be prepared for each and every single game. But sleep habits have changed a little bit, but not too much.
Okay,
Thanks,
thank you.
Ndamukong.
Thank you.